Thank you. Thank you very much, Paul. And thanks for the intro. I'm very, very excited this evening to share this business with both our distributors and some of the guests who are joining us today from wherever you are. This is truly, truly an incredible business. I mean, I've been speaking to our guest, and she's in the US at the moment. And it's as if I'm speaking to her and she's next door. So I'm very, very excited about this evening that God has given us the privilege to share this business with other people and to see how this business transforms life. So without further ado, I want to share the business with you, or what we do in the business. Start. All right. As Paula said, my name is Pascal Oloo. I am trained as a civil engineer. Betty and I live in South Africa, but we are both Kenyans. We moved from Kenya in 1992 and then went to Lesotho for 3 years. And in 1995, just when South Africa became independent, we moved to South Africa because as I was growing up, my father used to say, get a good job, get a good education and get a good job. You're going to be successful and secure. So, children believe everything their parents tell them and they don't question. It's incredible that when we were much younger, we believe things much more easily and more firmly than we do when we become adults. I mean, those of you who have children, if you're leaving the house and you tell your child, I'm going to buy you a car, the moment you step back into the house, they will ask you, Daddy, Mommy, where is the car that you promised? So I believe my dad went to the University of Nairobi, did a course in civil engineering. I finished, and somewhere along the way, I fell in love with Betty. And we know when a man and a woman get together, there's natural expansion and children come along. But you see, as children come along and your family grows, the needs of the family increases. That means the need for more income also increases. But unfortunately, for most families, our salaries or the payment we get from our employers do not increase as fast as the needs of the family. So when we got here, we thought that we should do something different or to earn additional income, because when we came to South Africa, Betty could not get a job. At that time, South Africa was a bilingual country. The schools, Betty being a science teacher, was looking for a teaching position. She could only apply to English-speaking schools because the other language that was spoken here was Afrikaans, and she didn't know any. So she looked for a job for a whole year, and I remember her saying that I've looked for a job long enough. Let the job come and find me at home. And truly to that statement, 2 weeks later, a friend of hers called and told her, Betty, I think I've got something that you may want to look at. It's a business you do from your house. I know you have a sick child. One of our children has got sickle cell anemia. And it's a business you can build while being also a full-time parent. That's how we got started in the business. I remember our first income in the business was $3, but after 7 months of hard work, our income reached $1,000 a month. That's when our life changed. I decided that I'm going to spend a lot of my effort in this business. After 3 years, I went full-time in the business. That is our short story. And if you're a guest, this always begins with you. If I may go back to the first page, our mission is very simple. Our mission is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. But it always starts with you as an individual, because if others are successful, if others are happier, if others are healthier, and you're not, it makes very little difference for you. So what is this business we talk about? But before we get into describing what the business is, I just want to share with you the 4 ways that people use to generate income. The first one is called a job. This is when you work for somebody and after 30 days, they pay you a salary. A job is good because as long as you're working, you're paid a salary to put food on the table for your family. And the challenges with job, because of technology and the way things are changing around the world, I cannot say that there's something called a secure job. One of the most insecure things you can do is to depend entirely on your job or employment. Because at one point, your employer will come and say, So and so, sorry, we don't have any more work for you. Your services are no longer needed. There's also a lot of internal politics in the work situation where people stab each other in the back to get ahead. The second way that people use to generate income is called self-employment. Self-employment is when you get some money, either you borrow some money from the bank, you mortgage your house, you get your life savings, or whatever it is to start your own business. If you're self-employed, the business depends on you, your availability to work to provide a product or a service to the public. The challenge is when you get sick or when you want to tend to family issues, you want to go for holiday, you can't do it because the income depends on your availability at the workplace. In fact, a very simple way to test whether you own a business or not, leave your business premise for a month or two. If it collapses, the business doesn't belong, the business, you don't own the business, but the business owns you. The third way that people use to generate income is big business. These are people who invest huge capital. They have lots of employees and equipment, and they also have huge premises to run their businesses. This is not available to the ordinary person in the street because it requires a lot of capital. Big businesses, although they can make a lot of money, they can also lose a lot of money. So this is not available to the ordinary person in the street. The fourth way that people use to generate income is called investment. This is when you have money which is over and above what you need, excuse me. This is what over and above what you need to run your business for your own needs. But you see, to invest, you need the skill and the knowledge of what you're investing in so that you can get a good return on your investment. These are the four major ways that people use to generate income. There are other ways like professional athletes, musicians, writers. These are very, very few people who actually get a considerable income from their extraordinary talent. But the question is there an ideal business? Is there a criteria you can use to determine that this is an ideal business? I think it needs to have the following criteria. Number one, you need very low capital to start. In our business, you need between 60 and 100 US dollars to start a global business. And that is what makes it accessible to the ordinary person in the street. Number two, you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why is this critical? This is critical because the wealthiest companies in the world are always involved in distribution of goods and services to the general public and a huge population. And that leads to the third element. You need to have a global reach. Our company does business in over 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in 14 countries. So we still have a very large population who are waiting for this message of this business. The fourth element is leverage. What is leverage? Leverage simply means you find a way to multiply your time, your effort, and the places where you do business so that your income doesn't depend only on your effort. It depends on your effort plus the effort of the people you're cooperating with to build a business. In fact, leverage is one of the key secrets of success for very, very wealthy people. You and I have only 24 hours a day. Now, if we depended on only the hours we put in, we'll never be wealthy because let's assume you work 8 hours, you sleep 8 hours a day, you spend 2 to 3 hours a day traveling to work and back, meals, you spend another 2 hours with your family, and the rest is where you build your business. If you want to leverage, it means you need to find a system that you can use to share the business with people, and your income doesn't depend on you, but you and the people you're cooperating with. The fifth element is you need consumable, high-quality product for a very simple reason. Consumable products have repeat sale. For example, soap, skincare products, health supplements. These are things that people buy every single month, use, and when it is finished, they go and buy some more. That is a key to very successful business. The sixth element is you need a business system. A business system is simply when you design and devise procedures, tools, equipment that enables you to run your business so that you as the owner of the business doesn't have to be present where the business is being conducted. If you look at very, very successful company, all of them has business systems. The banks, the retail shops, the fast food restaurants, all these businesses which are extremely successful, all of them have business system. Simply ways of running the business that the owner doesn't have to be present when the business is conducted. And the last element is timing. Timing is very critical because if you start the business at the wrong time, either too early in the curve, that means the market doesn't respond properly to your business, or it's too late, it means the market share has already been taken. The timing is very critical in business for you to become successful. Now, what has been, because of what has been happening in the world around the last 2, 3, or 4 years, everybody or most people are looking for ways to generate additional income that doesn't require a lot of prior experience. It doesn't require a lot of capital to start the business. A product that is consumable, that means people have constant need for it. And that is what makes this business really, really unique. Now, what is this business we're talking about? This business is called network marketing. Network marketing is a very simple, efficient way to take products from a manufacturer to the consumer through a distributor. That is simply what network marketing is. If you look at traditional business, before a product reaches a consumer, it passes through between 5 and 15 different middlemen who keep adding to the cost of the product, and who pays for it? It's a customer. So in our business, we cut out the middleman. We don't have advertising in our business. Advertising is done by word of mouth from people who are already doing the business. They've had good experience of the products. They've also generated sufficient income, and therefore they advertise by word of mouth. There are no wholesalers or retailers in our business. The products are explained directly to the customers. So what the company could have paid all these middlemen is what is paid to distributors like myself or some of my colleagues who are attending this presentation. We are paid for successfully referring customers to buy the product. The company has a way to monitor and check who it is that has bought products. The products are researched and developed on your behalf. What that means is the company takes away from you the headache that it takes to start a business. First, designing the product. 2, doing research. 3, getting the raw materials and doing quality control, manufacturing the products, packaging the products, registering the products in every market that you do business. All that headache has been taken away from you. Computer systems, training, that is done on your behalf so that you can actually do the important issue of building a market or a system where people use the products. So it means you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because Neolife has built infrastructure on your behalf so that you take advantage of all those activities that have been done for you. So your job is to be a promoter of the product. That is really your job. There are no qualifications required in the business except 3 important ingredients. Number 1, the desire for success. This you need to develop yourself. Number 2, teachability. That means, I had a quote some time ago that you learn nothing when you talk, but you learn a lot when you listen. Okay? So you need to have the desire to learn, being teachable. And number 3 is you need to work hard. If you have those 3 things going for you, your business will grow. When did this company start? This company started in 1958 in the US by Mr. Jerry Brasfield. He started the company when he was a teenager. He had very, very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies. And when his life or health improved, he thought, maybe this is something I can share with people in my town. because Jerry Brasfield grew up in a town called Porterville in California. That was 64 years ago. Now, Neolife is a global business. What has kept this company going for all these years? What has kept this company going is because we believe in some corporate principles. And these are the following. Number one, absolute honesty and integrity. We believe we need to tell the truth about our products, about the business, and we tell the truth about what the products can do. And also that we treat people with fairness and integrity. The second thing is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. Why? Because without people, you don't have anything. The third element is products that work. Neolife has put together a group of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board, whose job is just to manufacture, research, and develop first-class products in their various categories. Products that work. One of our principles of the Neolife is our products are based in nature, but backed by science. That simply means that every ingredient that we use, especially for a nutritional supplement, is that the ingredients they use comes from the human food chain. Number two is that they are scientifically researched and tested for efficacy, for potency, and for safety. Products that work. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. In this business, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're 18 or 81, a CEO, a mechanic, a housewife, a clerk, whatever you are, everybody starts from exactly the same level. And your growth of your business depends on how hard you work. And the last one is you need to have a very long-range vision. Initially, we say that you need to give this business a 2 to 5 year horizon. Within those 2 to 5 years, you will gain financial independence. We've had people in this business who have been in the business for 46 years, some 30 years. Some have got the third generation who are in this business. So take a long-term view when you're looking at this business. Neolife started in 1958 in the US, came to South Africa in 1971, East Africa 96 to 97. In West Africa, it started in the year 1999 and in the year 2000. So this business has been around for quite a while. Now, why do people start this business? People start this business for so many different reasons. One of them is they start the business because they want a better life for their children. Some start the business because they want to buy their dream homes. Some start the business because they want to buy good cars. Some start the business because they want holiday homes or want to go for holidays. Some start the business because they want to make additional income to supplement what they're earning. And this little income can become an incredible amount of income if you really put your heart and mind in the business. Some start the business because they want to be physically fit or healthy. So people have different reasons for starting this business. So I don't know about you. You need to have your own reason for doing the business. The people who succeed the most in our business are the people whose why is very clear and is very strong. They become more successful. So you're going to partner with a company which has got more than 60 years in business, operating in 50 different countries around the world, and is supported by a scientific board called the Scientific Advisory Board, SAB. SAB is attached to the Global Science Network. They do a lot of research with the United States Department of Agriculture, Center for Disease Control, numerous institutions around the world who are top-notch in science and research. We've got 4 ranges of products. What are these ranges and why these ranges? Because these ranges are consumable. Because people use these ranges every day, and when it is finished, they buy some more. The first one is a home care range. These are things you use for cleaning your bathroom, your kitchen, your toilet, your carpets, anything in your home that you use for cleaning, we've got the products for you. The second is the personal care products. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, everything that you need to make yourself look neat and smart. The third range is the skincare organic, skincare products. The largest organ in your body is your skin, so it makes sense to take good care of it. There are various types of products we have in the skincare range. We've got products to cleanse and detoxify your skin. We've got products to balance and invigorate your skin, products that activate and nourish, and products that rejuvenate the skin to make the skin look better. In fact, one of the indicators of a person's health is if you look at their skin, it will give you an indication of the health of the person. And then the last range is the health supplements. The health supplements constitute the largest percentage of our business because people know that your greatest wealth is your health. How does this business work? This business works when you get engaged in the 3 daily success habits. And what are those? The first is using the products. Everybody who starts this business and becomes successful use the products for 2 reasons. One, they're supporting their own business. And 2, by changing their buying habits, they want to send a message to their customers or the people they speak to that they also believe in what they recommend to people. Now, because Neolife operates in over 50 countries, Neolife has standardized the measurement of business using the PV system or the point value system. 100 points is roughly $160 in value. The second thing we do in our business is we share the business. The sharing the business simply means you introduce other people to be promoters of the products like yourself. If you introduce 6 people to be promoters like yourself, and each of them use 100 PV, you've got 700 PV, you build a business of 700 PV, you become a manager, and your income is about $45 a month. The next thing you do is you teach the people you brought into the business to do what you are doing. Let me say you help the person on the top right corner that you've introduced as a promoter to introduce 2 people, and those 2 introduce 2 other people. You build a 700 PV unit plus the other 6 gives you 1,300. You become a senior manager in the business. The next thing is you now duplicate what you are doing, duplicate and replicate. So in this example, all those 6 people, you've taught them how to build 700 PV units. If you do that plus your own, gives you 4,300 PV, you become a director, and your income is between $580 to $700, sometimes as much as $1,000 a month. That is your income. But not everybody is going to join your business as a promoter or a distributor. These are the people who become our customers, and we make a profit margin of 20% from the products we retail to them because they're not registered. The third thing we do in our business is called personal development. Personal development simply means that you take time to learn how to be a business builder. There's training, there is support, conferences, seminars, convention, CDs, books, things you need or material you need to grow as a person and also as a business leader. If you want to earn more money in the business, you need to help the people in your group also become directors like yourself. If you help one more person become a director, your income goes to $1,000 plus. If you help 3 people become directors, your income goes to about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, you reach the president's team level and your income goes way beyond $5,000 a month. So at this stage, I would like to invite a very dear friend of ours. She's in the business for a short time, but has made some incredible success in the US. Josephine Marangu is a Kenyan who now lives in the US. I've been following her activity and success. I saw that she's rubbing shoulders with the founder of the company. And sometimes I wish that I was in her pocket to experience what she's experiencing in the US. So Josephine, we're really very proud of the work that you have done. And it's a pleasure this evening for me to introduce you and to share the platform with you. Josephine?
Yes, thank you, Pascal. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yes.
And I can see you too.
Okay, thank you, Pascal. Thank you, Paul. And thank you, everybody who is in this call. I will say hello, everyone. And it's honor and privilege to share same platform with Pascal. I'm sure you have all heard what Pascal has said. Thank you for that powerful and wonderful presentation that has taught us how to do the business. So I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Josephine Marangu. I am born and raised in Kenya, just like Pascal said. I live in USA now with my family, and I've been in Neolife for the last 2 years, where I have my own business and I'm a WOW team leader. Before Neolife, also I'm a retired healthcare profession in respiratory, but before Neolife, I was working in healthcare industry, where I started getting constantly attacks, allergic attacks of the chemicals that they were using to clean the hospital. And as time continued, this gave me a lot of, a lot of health challenges. One of them was asthma, diabetes, and other challenges that really left my life in a very difficult situation, financially, physically, and also professionally. And this I shared with my sister, Safa Eunice Marangu, who is my prayer partner. In fact, we used to pray every day, and she would always tell me, one day God will heal you. And I believed her, and I continue having the faith, but she came with a solution. So it was May of 2020 when I traveled on to Kenya for the funeral of my brother. And when she saw how I was, she introduced me to Neolife. But I was very, very skeptical, considering the products, the supplementation I was using here from other companies that never gave me any results. And also medication, I was, here we have qualified doctors, but I was not getting relief because I would use nebulous every 2 hours, getting injections every month, and also I was not even able to be among other people because of fear that they might have the spray. So I was very skeptical, and Eunice, being the kind of person she is, she bought me the products. I came back here taking them. I took them for a month. And when they got finished, I started experiencing problem again. And that's when I called her. And I told her to buy me the products. And that's when she told me the company is here in USA. I need to register and be able to buy myself at a discount. And that is when she introduced me to our upline, Bruce Chege, who sent me a link and guided me on how to register. But still, I did not do it right away. I was still reluctant. I told them I'll let them know. But one day I woke up and went to that link and it's undersigned. But my why of joining was not to do any business. It was actually to just use the nutrition, because all I needed to do is to get well. Because by the time I was introduced and even stopped working because of many attacks, I was declared disabled in 2014. And this Josephine you see today, and you all know that when I started, I was not looking like this. Because in Neolife, the nutrition of Neolife is excellent. The products work. And then the environment. I started using the detergents to clean my home and also clean my body. And also the same nutrients organic for my skin, because I will not use anything on my face or on my body, no lotion, or what I was using was that milking jelly from Kenya. I would always send for people to buy and bring it. You can imagine the kind of allergic reactions I used to have. But to the glory of God, I am now well. And as I'm talking to you, I am energetic. I'm not on any medication. And I thank God for even the energy I have, because I feel now like the energy I have is like over 30 years old, despite being a grandma. Well, so after using, I experienced that. I started sharing with many people because I got excited. And as the word of God says, when you are blessed, you embrace others. I started sharing with my family, friends, and everybody I would think would benefit. Even my colleagues, my former colleagues at work. And I've seen a lot of people's life getting changed, and that is what has really helped me. And that is where my journey started. But that first month, because of buying my nutrition, I got a check of $17. And that really excited me. At the time, I had started getting better. So I started attending the trainings, the Zoom trainings. And that's when I realized there is also a business I can do and improve my finances. As I said, I had lost my job, so I was broke. You can imagine combination of sickness and being broke. Those two things can even kill you. But I thank God for this opportunity of Neolife. So my journey now started there when I realized there is a business I can do, have flexibility, time freedom, and also be able to spend time with my family and my grandchildren. I said, why not do it? So that's when I started sharing with many people now, because I had confidence. I had used the products, they worked for me, and I knew they would work for other people. That is when I started following the 3 success daily habits. Use the products, share the products and opportunity with others, and self-develop yourself. Because why? If you don't use the products yourself, there is no way you can share with others. But right now, I have the confidence of telling people nutrients, organic works, cleaners, laundry detergents work, and also nutrition. So you cannot share anything that you don't know, because when they ask you questions, what are you going to tell them? So that's how I started doing. And I'm really thankful to each and every one of you who is here today to self-develop yourself, because the key to building this business is attending the trainings, developing yourselves, the company event trainings, and also your upline trainings. Because if you don't attend the trainings, then you'll not understand, you'll not be able to know how to share with the people you bring in. Because the key thing is when you bring other people, you have to duplicate yourself in them. That way, even if anything happens to you, those people will know what to do. And one thing also that attracted me in this is the values Pascal has talked about, long-range vision, and also building residual income, building legacies, meaning even when you are not there, you have something to leave to your children and your grandchildren and your family and generations to come. Because even the word of God says, a wise man leaves inheritance to his children and to his children and grandchildren. That is Proverbs 13:22. And when I looked at that, I said, well, I had lost my hope. But through this business, I can dream again. Because the thing is, you have to have a big dream and a why. My why, I said, was to improve my health. But that why has actually changed now. I'm a business builder, I'm a mompreneur, and I'm building this business. Why? Because I've seen there is a future in this business. I've developed big dreams now because through this opportunity, I have been able every month now, I have been able to buy my products without stress. I'm able to pay some bills because as you continue developing other people, as you continue bringing other people in, your business will grow because the key thing is to prospect and sponsor. Every month, make sure you have 3 people to come in your business. You can even sponsor 10 people because as long as you wake up every morning with a purpose, talk to 2, 3 people every day. In a month, you have talked to more than 60 people. And among those people, definitely, you'll be able to sponsor because that is the key to grow your business. Customers grow your business. And then sponsoring, having business builders to partner with you, duplicate your business. So when you have customers, you also make some profit and you keep that in your pocket. And as long as you continue growing, the company also continues to, the company continues to pay you, and then you're also having money in the pocket. So it's some business to impact other people's life, to live a meaningful life with purpose. And that's how I'm looking at this business. It's not even about money. It's about changing other people's life, impacting people's life, because the mission of Neolife is to make the world live healthier, happier, reverse the trend of chronic diseases and poverty. So this is what we are doing. And especially for the guests who are looking for an opportunity, for the guests who are looking to change their health, Neolife is the solution. And through this opportunity, you can be able to change a lot of things. Personally, within those 2 years, I've been able to travel here in 3 states. The first one was last year, convention in California, where I was recognized #1 team leader. And this was not because of myself, it's because of entire team blessing. They worked so hard. And then this year, and then the same year, we were able to go to one team vacation in Mexico, where we were able to meet other leaders, spend time together, because this business is about building relationship. And I feel so good because it has also developed my leadership skills in the sense that I'm able now to always be able to talk to people and also be connected to a group, to a community of happy people. And also every day I'm connecting to different people, helping them to change their lives, to change their health, to improve their finance and their physical being. So this is a business of serving, it's service. We are serving others. And as we continue running, we'll have the skills. So the key thing is what? Commitment and in being patient. It's not something that you can grow overnight. All you have to do is also commit your business to God. Have faith in God, because within God, there is nothing impossible. And as we continue to grow this business together, we will be able to change and impact a lot of people to live a meaningful life with purpose. But what are we supposed to do is have a strong why, have a dream, a big dream, and have a goal, and take action. So like today, what I would say is this: make a decision today. I say MAD, make a decision today. What is it that we want to change in your life? Is it your income? Is it your lifestyle? Or what is it? Next week, we are traveling to Dominican Republic for our one team, because Neolife is about, it's a business of fun, but you have to work hard also so that you can be able to reach there. So for our distributors today, my message to you is this: do you want to remain in that place where you are, or you want to climb? Use those 3 success habits and believe in yourself and believe in other people. All it takes is to sponsor, train them, and get customers. Build Go to the next level, go to senior manager and have senior managers behind you for you to be able to get to the director. Or if you are a director, build another director behind you and you'll be able to go to the one team. And the good thing is Neolife has given us a roadmap where we can all follow. We don't have to invent anything. We have the tools to do our business. You can do your business through your phone because it's in over 50 countries, just like Pascal has told us. But you have to have a plan. Every day, wake up, have that name list, everyday purpose. Who do you want to speak to? And tell yourself every day, who is the next person that I have to speak to? Because we get paid by Neolife for speaking to people. Our business is in our mouth. If our mouth is closed, believe me, our business is closed. So what I would say today, go out there, talk to people, and especially for the guests on this call. What is it that you want to change? You may say, I don't have time today, I don't have money, but do you want to remain the way you are? Or you want to change and start this business today that can give you a bright future, that can make you spend time with your family, that can give you opportunity to have financial freedom, pay your debts, pay everything and buy what you want to buy without saying, I don't have enough money. Believe me, the time is now. There is no better time like to say yes to the person who invited you and tell them, I want to get started now. Don't waste even a minute. And believe me, in your life, we are here to support you. We are not going to leave you by yourself. We have a lot of leaders on this call today, the corporate company. And I'm so grateful to all of you, the corporate, for all the support you give to Team Blessing and everybody here. So don't fear. Don't say, I don't know anything or I don't have time, because I used to say that, but I realized when you spare 1 to 2 hours every day, you can definitely have time. Just look around and see what is it that you can change in your life. Have some freedom to take this business in the next level, because together we can change this world to live happier, healthier, and reverse the trend of chronic diseases and poverty. Thank you all for listening to me, and God bless you. Back to you, Pascal.
Thank you very much, Josephine. That was really a wonderful testimony. And I think that what you've said is so important. Many people say they don't have time. Well, every one of us has 24 hours. The question is, what do you do with your 24 hours? So, Josephine, thank you so much for your testimony. I'm sure the guests who are here with us today, you've heard from Josephine. Maybe your next person who is going to be in this presentation is yourself. One of the things that Neolife has done to make the business very effective is to take advantage of technology. You can order products online. If you want to build a team, you can register distributors online. The moment you register as a distributor or a promoter, the company builds for you what is called a back office, where you can refer all your customers and prospects to your website. Training is done locally and internationally online. For example, this presentation, people from the US, the African continent, Europe, can log in and actually see the business presentation. Delivery of products is every market the company does business, they contract courier companies to deliver products to our customers. Payment is done for the product is done online or by mobile transfer if you're in a country where there's mobile money. Payment of bonuses and commissions is done by electronic funds transfer or mobile money. So the company has taken full advantage of technology to make sure that people can do the business efficiently. One of the things that Josephine said, that they're going for the world, their convention in is it Dominican Republic? In East Africa, we had the convention in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania on the 27th of August. This is the same event. In Southern Africa, we had the convention in Pretoria. So the company, in each region where the company is doing business, they get together all the really successful, in fact, all distributors, to share the business, to share the success that people have had in their building their businesses. How do you get started? Speak to the person who invited you. They'll give you an application form, or they'll give you a link that you can use to register as a distributor. You can register online. In South Africa, to start the business is between 830 and 2,810 rand. In Kenya is 8,000 or 10,000 shillings, depending on the package you want. In Nigeria is 24,500 or 31,500 naira. In Tanzania is between 153,000 and 190,000 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda is 225,000 or 273,000 Uganda shillings. There's another kit in between there. In the USA, to be a promoter, the starter kit is $75 US. In Togo is 43,500 or 58,500 francs CFA. In Italy is 64 euros. In Ghana is 493 or 787 Ghanaian cedis. In Cameroon is 56,000 or 68,000 francs CFA. So each market where the company does business, there is a specific amount for getting registered as a distributor to get your starter kit as a promoter. So if you're a guest, speak to the person who invited you. But remember this, success always begins with a decision. When you make a decision, your life is going to change. A decision comes from the word deshere, which means to cut off. That means to cut off from the path you've been following and take a different path to success. So success begins with a decision. A few things you need to have to be successful. Number one, you need to know what you want. What is your dream? What is it that you want to do? What have you wanted to do in the past, but you've not been able to do because of financial issue, whatever issue it is? The second thing you need to do is you need to be teachable. Find out what you need to learn, the skill, the attitude, and the knowledge that you need to become successful. Number three is just hard work, discipline, guts, persistence, but you also need patience with yourself, patience with the people you interact with. Some people will not make a decision immediately or quickly. Give them room, give them time, they eventually make a decision. Number four is faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your sponsor, that is the person who invited you, the faith in the company and the products. If you have these basic essential things, success is yours. What is the next for you? The next for you is to make a decision. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do with it? What decision are you going to make? I wish you the very best. I hope that you make a decision to turn your life around and become successful, and we will meet somewhere on the beaches of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. God bless you and good night.